Hey, hello YouTube. Thanks for watching. Just want to do a quick update about what's going on, the incredible growth, and we've got some exciting things coming that you guys don't want to miss. So, I'm going to give some, some warnings and some hints. Big things are going to be announced, okay, and you need to pay attention. So, I've been trying to battle with a fever, but I've been running my business, in spite of that. But I just haven't been able to do videos, unfortunately. Hope you guys are well and looking forward to Christmas. So we're in December. November was incredible. New members this month in November, 14,677. That's in my personal team. 14,677 new members. This is what I posted yesterday. This is what I posted today. I also had a new member join me this morning. So guys, I'm not trying to brag, but the momentum is increasing. It's not getting any. It's not slowing down, guys. It's speeding up. It's huge. You need to be in this momentum. You need to get serious. I'm going to be talking about a few things in this video. I'm also going to be talking about some of the other stuff that we've had. Okay, so last weekend we had our event in Tokyo which was very, very successful. That was a lot of fun. Where are we? Here we are. So yeah, as you can see, we had an event with the ladies in Tokyo. This is here in Japan, and lively bunch. Really, really enjoyed spending the day with the ladies. We had a great event. The excitement on. Everyone's having success. Things are moving forward. Things are getting really, really exciting. Okay, and people are really excited to look forward to 2024 when things are really going to start to get exciting. When I joined LiveGood, I knew something big was going to be launched here. I wanted to join LiveGood back in 2022 in the summertime, which was actually when it launched. It didn't have the same compensation plan as it has now. It didn't have a lot of the same products as it did. But it was only available in the United States. But I knew that, because I know Ben Glinsky. I know them well. When I was in Skinny Body Care back in 2016. In fact, I first joined Skinny Body Care in 2010. Okay, another story. But I knew what Ben Glinsky was capable of doing. And I was really excited when Ben Glinsky came back into the industry after retirement just to do this. I knew he was going to go global. There's no way he was just going to keep this just in the United States. So yes, in December, he went global, and I was on board immediately. I knew that this was going to be huge. And one of the things that led me or motivated me to stay on board and to really grind, to really get positioned quickly and to really launch my business here with LiveGood was because when I joined Skinny Body Care in the first place back in 2010. That was the pre-launch of Skinny Body Care, which is Ben Glinsky's previous company. I joined it in 2010, but I actually quit after a few months. I didn't think it would amount to much. Yes, it was exciting. A lot of people joined. It was very, very similar in some ways to LiveGood. Obviously, the great products and everything that Ben Glinsky is capable of doing. He did it really well. It was fantastic. But I was just quite kind of new to the online industry. But I didn't stick at it. After several months, I quit. But I also quit the industry. And I just didn't take anything with me. I just left everything. I left my mailing list, my following, everything. I just completely ditched everything, and I got completely out of the industry, and I just focused on my local things here in Japan. And then 5 years later, I decided to get back into the industry. I had no contact, no connections with anyone. Okay, there was one person I stayed in contact with, but I just came across some posts that he was doing on his Twitter. And then I got back into the industry in 2015 with zero following, zero list. I was literally a complete newbie, starting all over again. Nobody knew me, so I got back in, and then I did my thing, but I had an attitude. I said to myself, I said, if I'm going to do this again, I'm going to make it work. I did some things and I had some successes in that year. And then 2016 came around, and about May 2016, I came across Skinny Body Care again. And I thought, I recognize that company because I was in it in 2010. This is 6 years later. And Skinny Body Care had been going for 6 years. I remember some of the names like Tim Miller. People had a lot of successes during that 6 years. You can imagine. I mean, we've been in LiveGood just 1 year. A lot has happened in this 1 year. I'm talking about 6 years had gone by with Skinny Body Care, and I decided to get back in. But in spite of being 6 years late into Skinny Body Care, I still went diamond in 3 months, guys. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because people are already thinking, Live Good is saturated, or everyone's already, seen Live Good or whatever. Guys, this is just the beginning. There are going to be people who join Live Good years down the road, and they're going to still have huge success. You have no idea who's going to be at the top of the leaderboard 6 years later. You have no idea who's going to be your crown diamonds 6 years later. People who haven't even joined yet are going to be some. They're going to be some new diamonds. There's going to be all sorts of people. It's going to be huge. So guys, stay in, because the wonderful thing about the conversation plan, people are getting all impatient. They join. A few weeks later, they think, well, I'm not getting any spill-off. 3-4 months later, they're not getting any spill-off. They're all disappointed and they quit or whatever. For some reason, I don't know if they were told or somebody promised them or whatever. Guys, nobody has promised you anything. Nobody's promised you spill-off. Okay, and if somebody did promise you spill-off, shame on them. Okay, I've had a lot of people in my team who have had spill-off, but there are a lot of people who in my team who've been in for months and haven't had any spill-off, and it's not even the forefront of their mind. In fact, I, like myself, a lot of people are actually preferring that they didn't get spill-off. I would prefer, when I joined Live Good, the first thing I was saying was, I don't even want that spill-off. And the reason why is because I've got a limited number of valuable spots on my own personal matrix. Okay, it's a forced matrix. Okay, and I've got limited spots. I do not want to fill up those valuable spots with spill-off. Why? Because the commissions that you receive from each spot is very, very different. It's the difference between a small percentage from each spot, if you get if you're filling up your matrix with that spill off, versus literally the difference between thousands of dollars. You could be earning thousands of dollars more by focusing on building a team. Now, guys, you don't have to build the whole team yourself. You can bring in a handful of people, and this is exactly what's happening. I've got a lot of people in my Scandinavian team, my Philippine team, and people in India and Korea, and there are people in different parts of the world who are bringing in a group of key people, and then teaching them to do the same, and they're getting our support, and they're getting care and attention, and they're getting plugged in. A lot of these people are not even native English speakers. They just get it. Okay, bring in a handful of people, and then they do the same. And before long, they all of a sudden they realize, wow, I've hit silver. And we've got people in the Scandinavian team who are already almost platinum, which is exciting. Okay, we've got platinums in our Philippine team, our Japan team. I've got diamonds all over the world. But I didn't know these people before I joined. They joined because they got excited because somebody in their upline, who just so happened to be in my downline, got them on board. All I had to do was to stay in and plug in and keep going. And take Jeff Amon, for example, who's directly under me. He would have never have joined me in the beginning if I was just sitting on the sideline, twiddling my fingers, wondering and hoping or waiting for spill off. He wouldn't have joined me. He joined me because I was out there. I was putting up videos on YouTube. I was posting on social media. I was active. Okay. I didn't even know Jeff Amon before I joined Live. He didn't even know me, or at least I don't think he knew me. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people actually know me simply because I'm constantly putting out YouTube videos. Okay, and that's the wonderful thing. That's why I recommend people to upload videos on YouTube, because they work a lot better than a funnel. Okay, what the purpose of a funnel, guys, is to qualify people so that you can build up that relationship gradually. So they go through the funnel. Okay, and I'm not talking as specifically about a landing page or a bridge page. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the process it takes from the first initial connection to a lead, and the in-between process, as they get warmed up through this funnel process. The YouTube videos are so brilliant at warming leads up because they see you communicating on your video. They hear your story. They listen to your voice. In many cases, they might even see your face. Okay, you can do faceless videos, but the more you're willing to open yourself up, the better it's going to work. Those of us who are getting out there are going to have the most amount of success simply because they are getting out of their comfort zone. There's not just one thing that works. There's not some kind of push button magic, I don't know, marketing system, tool, whatever, that's going to miraculously, set your business on fire. No, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of trial and error. And people often ask me, says, how is it you're able to get all those people? There's not just one or two things. People like to ask a simple question. Maybe they're expecting a simple answer, but there's no simple answer, guys. They might be expecting me to say, oh, you got to use this free tool or whatever. No, yes, there is a free tool. Facebook, Messenger, okay, YouTube, Instagram, but it's how you use those tools. You've got to build. I mean, check out what I'm doing on my timeline. I'm just doing these result posts. Okay, I'm doing the announcements and updates. I'm sharing other people's results. Just doing some humorous posts, recognition, like sort of rants, different rants type posts. You just got to mix it up. I see a lot of people just doing ads. Okay, what do I mean by ads? I had somebody came to me. He says, I've been posting every single day since I started several months ago, and I still haven't got anyone signed up. What am I doing wrong? And I get people who ask me that, and I said, and I'd go onto their timelines. They have plenty of content, but there was one guy who I noticed. He's literally just posting ads, and I don't think he understood what I meant by ads. Because I'm not talking about Facebook ads. I'm not talking about, paid ads or anything like that. I'm talking about, you understand what an advertisement is. You're selling something. If you're just doing ads on your Facebook, people are going to ignore them. You've got to use a little bit of common sense. I mean, take any ad, like on TV, if you're watching a good movie and then they show ads, right? We want to skip those ads, or you've got to accept the fact that, ads are ads. Nobody particularly likes them, and most people ignore them. People will ignore your ads. So you've got to mix it in with some value posts, some funny posts, maybe something humorous, maybe some recognition, some results, some photos of you guys, some lifestyle posts, even stuff that I with my little girls, with my daughters. So it's all mixed in there. I mean, I get a lot of reactions and sort of interactions on my posts simply because I'm mixing it up with a lot of different stuff, and I can people are just engaging in my posts. So nobody can really teach you how to do all this stuff. You just gotta watch. I mean, that's the great thing about LiveGood, is that there's a lot of people in LiveGood that some people who know what they're doing, and it's not that they're experts. Some people are a bit more creative than others, but you got to watch what people are doing. You got to if you're excited about something, I always feel that you can naturally get creative with it. Since I got back into the industry in 2015, I've seen a lot of people progress. From when they were complete newbies, like I was really in 2015, and we sort of progressed together. I see a lot of people who are now making huge amounts of money. It's amazing to see that people really do start to progress, and don't think for a second that nobody's really making money. There are a lot of people making money, and I've made some incredible friends in different industries, different companies. Some people in the crypto space, some people in network marketing space, who are making a lot of money, and fair play to them. Hats off, to these guys, because a lot of people have made some incredible success, but it's not that they have skill, because there isn't necessary skill involved. You're not required to have skill, but you do naturally skill up anyway, because you're passionate about what you're doing. Because of that passion, you grow and progress, and that's the amazing thing. So you got to be willing to see what other people are doing, and then just try that out. I've made a lot of mistakes that maybe people have laughed at and think I'm just stupid and why did I post that or whatever. But we learn from our mistakes and we get better. The people who are successful are the people who have made the most mistakes. Okay, so if you're trying to avoid making mistakes, guess what? you're not gonna succeed. Anyway, we're approaching the new year in 31 days. When the new year comes, Live Good will be 1 year old, and we'll be 1 million members. Okay, so we're on target for 1 million members. We're 880,000 members right now, and we're almost there. Let's get down to it. It's in our interest to want to make this happen for ourselves, for our family. So let's do this. All right. Looking forward to seeing you. And those of you who are brand new, want to get on and get in with our journey here with Live Good, get on the link below. Look forward to working with you guys. And thanks for watching. All right. See you in the next video. Bye for now.